Hello guys, once again welcome back to World Cup Daily Show of Rep Sports. I am Rahul alongside me Shomnath and Rohanda, and of course the heavyweights of this World Cup have started on a strong note. France defeating Senegal 3-1, and Argentina this morning they defeated Algeria. No response from Algeria, and of course that magical hat trick from Lionel Messi. Last night was Kylian Mbappe who scored a brace, then Haaland also scored a brace, and uh, you know today we all know tonight it's Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal who will take on dear Congo in their World Cup opener. So a lot of things to talk about, but first, Rohanda, what do you make of Lionel Messi's brilliant individual show today, against Algeria? Do you think that Messi is the only difference between these two teams? Because so far, most of the European nation or Latin American nation we have seen, they have been struggling against the low block or the underdog. But today, Argentina, it looked so easy for them against Algeria.
As much as I'm happy for Messi and his performance, it is also concerning for the Argentina team because if you notice that after Messi was substituted in the 78th minute, I don't know why the Argentine team fell back and allowed so much space to Algeria to move forward and uh, get something of the midfield and attack. So that happened last time also. If you remember the final versus France, after 65th minutes when Di Maria went off, it allowed so much space to the French midfielders and attackers to move forward. So I think these are concerning signs for Lionel Scaloni because you can't rely on players like Messi, Di Maria every time because you have to. Uh, at the in the Copa America, which they won against Brazil, and the next one, the team played as a team. Every player went after the ball. That intent. The match was quite physical in the first few minutes before the goal. Both the teams did not want to leave any space. They were shoulder to shoulder, neck to neck. But Messi's individual brilliance, of course, that pass was brilliant from Depol, and then the finish. The second goal was perhaps a gift for his illustrious career, and of course, the third one, a classic Messi goal. But leaving aside the individual brilliance, I think Jonas Canoli will have a detailed chat about the next games because Argentina will have to get out of that comfort zone with playing with Messi, and the others will also have to level up their game if they want to win the World Cup on back-to-back occasions. So
Correct,
I
but
think
Shomnath, Leon.
this time also Rahul, Mbappe versus Messi will be another interesting battle for the golden boot.
Absolutely, and I think if things goes well, Argentina most likely to face Portugal in the quarterfinal. So that will be another high voltage clash in this World Cup. But Shomnath, talking about Lionel Messi, this man, he left Europe, joined Inter Miami, just to enjoy football because uh, he didn't enjoy. I mean, he wanted to enjoy football, towards the closing of his career, and that's why he chose to play for Inter Miami. And we all know how competitive football actually European nation plays, or in European club football we have seen. So this man away from Europe, but still he proved tonight. I mean, proved today that still he got that caliber. I mean, the way he played actually, those precise finishing, from outside the box. Your thoughts on Lionel Messi's performance?
I think Messi decides where he will play right now in his career. Obviously, this is the time where he enjoys football, as you have said, in Inter Miami. But we have to see this thing also that when the pitch is shared by players like Julian Alvarez, Lautaro Martinez, they play in the top teams of Europe. Obviously, Julian Alvarez, one of the best number nines in the world. Lautaro Martinez, one of the best number nines in Serie A. But apart from that, they were all spectators in today's match, obviously, because there was one man, Lionel Messi, whose immaculate finishing just stole the show for everyone. And obviously, at 38 years of age, this is incredible. And to score his first World Cup hat trick in this age shows that he is to be honest, he's not a human. He's an alien, and he proves this day by day, year after year. And obviously, Lionel Messi becomes the oldest player to score a World Cup hat trick. Earlier, this record was held by Cristiano Ronaldo back when in 2018 he scored a hat trick against Spain. But now in 2026, after scoring a hat trick against Algeria, Lionel Messi is the oldest player to score a hat trick in World Cup. So obviously, records are meant to be broken, and I think Lionel Messi is the uh, greatest ever, and he is born to break records and many more. Born to break records and create more and more records. So obviously, Argentina are off to a winning start, and we are seeing in this World Cup that many favorite teams, many big teams are getting blocked by inferior teams. They are being stopped by inferior teams. But whereas if you talk about Argentina, they are playing like champions. And obviously, we can say that Argentina is not here to win the World Cup. They are here to defend it.
By the way, Lionel Messi has also equaled, Miroslav Klose's that World Cup, most goals record in the World Cup, 16 goals, and Kylian Mbappe is just 2 goals away from this, inviolable record.
But
But
Mbappe's record is in 15 games. That's so scary to watch.
Absolutely, in just 3 World Cup, and so Lionel Messi, in his sixth World Cup, but Mbappe in just his third World Cup, he has scored already 14 goals. We'll talk about the France versus Senegal game later, but Rohanda, your thoughts on Lionel Scaloni? How smartly he is utilizing Lionel Messi in this lineup, because since Lionel Messi's debut. By the way, another interesting fact is that Zinedine Zidane, he was watching this game between Argentina and Algeria because his son Zidane was playing for Algeria, but unfortunately, that wasn't a memorable outing for his son Zidane. Unlike how he performed in the recently concluded AFCON, but Zidane, he retired from football in 2006. That was the last World Cup he played in 2006, and Messi made his debut in 2006 actually. So from 2006 to till now, this World Cup, actually how Messi has evolved, because in 2006 Messi used to play in the wings, he used to run down the flanks, but now he is very much central to the team's tactics, team's lineup. So your thoughts how Lionel Scaloni is using Lionel Messi, in this playing 11, because he is not running that much down the flanks, but he's playing the central role. He's scanning the midfield, and he's not wasting his energy, much, but he's utilizing it very smartly.
Of course, and for with a player like Messi, it's quite natural for any coach because throughout his career, Messi have performed in various positions. For Barcelona, also he used to play in the right. There was a time he played as a forward. He had played in multiple positions. I remember some coach who mentioned these that Messi and Wayne Rooney were the two most versatile attackers who have played in multiple positions, be it the center attacking mid, be it in the wings, be it the forward. And these players like Messi actually, the players like Messi actually help the coach to actually shuffle the
Hmm.
shuffle the squad according to the preference, according to the need of the match. And if you have noticed minutely, Messi have uh, f- came back down to the defense line as well on some occasions, have taken the ball, moved forward. Yes, he is not playing that right winger role that he used to. We have seen him play for multiple years during his Barcelona days, going down the flank, cutting back, and doing that. It requires much more energy, much more stamina. Perhaps that is not there in him, but the position that he is playing right now, Scaloni had done a fantastic job in adjusting Messi's position and along with adjusting the other players' position as well. So it's quite interesting to see. But again, as I mentioned, that this Messi reliance, the team has to come out of that Messi reliance if they have to go to the go to win the World Cup. Because 4 years back, he was 4 years younger. We had players like Angel Di Maria who played a fantastic role throughout the competition. You know, someone like Angel Di Maria will be missed when you go down to the more tougher opponents. Players like these will be missed. Rodrigo De Paul, the performance he gave 4 years back in Qatar, he is not the same this year. So multiple new players have also come in. Positions have been changed. so far so good in the first match, but there are multiple things that needs to be ticked for the upcoming games. Austria, Jordan, they will go past the round and face, perhaps will face Portugal. That will be one of the matches of the World Cup. But
True.
these are the minute things that needs to be checked. One more thing before I finish. Though Messi performed fantastically well, there was one moment that Messi luckily escaped booking, I would say, that rough challenge against the defender. That could have been a straight yellow card, but he actually escaped that, I would say. But over the nonetheless, it was a fantastic performance to watch.
But actually, we can talk about Lionel Messi throughout the whole show because the way he actually has played today against Algeria, especially both the goals. I mean, the first one and the third one. The first one, I mean, absolutely, it was a stunning goal and one of the goals to watch out for in this World Cup for sure. And obviously, the third one is such a precise
Classic
finish.
Messi goal.
Both the goals from outside the box. The second one, obviously, it was very much smart of Messi, to be around, in the box. But again, as I already mentioned, that Zidane performance was not up to the mark, as we have seen during the game. That Zinedine Zidane, he was a bit upset with his son's performance. But Shomnath, uh, with this brilliant performance from Messi and overall team performance as well. I mean, apart from Messi, we have seen Rodrigo De Paul, Enzo Fernandez doing their part in today's game. How far do you see this Argentina team going? Will you admit that this is the best team performance? I mean, this Argentina and France game, we have seen the best team performance so far in this World Cup.
Yeah, obviously we will come to France, but talking about many might differ, but I think the 2022 Argentina team was much more, compact as a team. As
Yes.
Rohanda said, Messi was doing his magic. Di Maria was actually clutching matches for the Argentina, and apart from Messi, Di Maria was that one player from Argentina who had a significant role in
Yes,
Argentina's
absolutely.
World Cup campaign. So after NL Di Maria retires, someone has to fill in his shoes. Obviously, Argentina have players like Nico Paz, obviously Julian Alvarez. He's more mature player now after 2022. Obviously, these guys needs to step up to their game. But I think this has been Scaloni's all-time tactic. If you get a lead of 2 to 3 goals, you have to defend for the rest of the 90 minutes. And I think in the past, Argentina, in not in the past only, in the recent times, Argentina had got results with by using this tactic. So I think they will stick with that. But yes, as defending champions and the mentality right now they have in them and the belief they have in them, I think Messi's inclusion in the dressing room itself motivates the players of this Argentinian team. Obviously, I won't say that the 2022 team and the 2026 team is somewhat same, but Argentina realistically have a good chance of winning the World Cup. But again, when we are talking about France, we will come to that if Argentina, can realistically defeat this France team or not. But for the start, Argentina has been superb.
Absolutely, and those are the pictures sent by our photographer from Kansas City, and lovely photographs from our photographer Gitika Talukdar. Was covered this covered this game between Argentina and Algeria. But I think Argentina will easily make it to the next round from this group, because obviously it's a huge relief that they have won the first game, unlike the last edition, and now they will play against Austria and Jordan. Obviously, they come well prepared after watching Argentina's first game, but I don't see them posing much difficulties for this Argentine side. But talking about another game that is between France and Senegal. Rohanda, your thoughts from that game, because the first half was entirely different. It seemed like it was Senegal playing like France, because France was totally, it was a disappointing show from Kylian Mbappe and his boys. But the second half, the game entirely changed. uh, Again, like Argentina, France also, again, another team who lived up to their expectation at the beginning of this World Cup.
Absolutely, Rahul. And if you see, more than Algeria, Senegal were a tougher team to beat, and France, uh,
True.
what a team France have. And I read your report that rightly said that the tactical change that Didier Deschamps brought with Mikel Olise and in the second half after the 55 minutes, that actually changed the course of the game. And what a beast that Mbappe is. Uh, we already discussed about it. 14 goals in 15 matches. Messi scored 16 goals in 27 matches. He went goalless in the 2010 World Cup in South Africa. But in three World Cups, Mbappe already has gotten 14 World Cup, and he will definitely Messi will score maybe 3-4 goals more in this World Cup, and will finish at say 18-19 goals. Mbappe will have two more World Cups to go, at least one more World Cup to go. So he will anywhere be the all-time, for now, all-time highest scorer, perhaps in the World Cup history. And France. We have seen great surgeons of the French football team in the recent years. 2018, 2022, back-to-back finals, one-time champion, one-time runners, and they're again uh, on to winning the World Cup. We haven't seen such a consistent team in the recent times. Of course,
True.
Argentina did well in the 2014 edition, reaching the final, then lost to Croatia. But in terms of consistency, I think France is the most consistent team to win this World Cup.
Absolutely. When I was also stunned by that tactical adjustment. I mean, later I realized, when France scored the first goal, then I realized, I mean, this single tactical adjustment, I mean, not even a substitution, just a one
Hmm.
tactical adjustment changed the game entirely. And that showed once again, why this France team is different from the other. And also, again, have to give credit to their head coach, Didier Deschamps. This is going to be the final assignment of Didier Deschamps, decided to part ways with the France national team after this World Cup. Since 2015, if you see, France, they have won the Euro, then two back-to-back, World Cup final appearances, and obviously they become the world champion in 2018 and the runners-up in 2022. So that
One of the
shows.
most one of the most complete characters in world football. He has won the World
True,
Cup for as a player in 1998, won the
true.
World Cup as a coach in 2018, the Euro. So most one of the most complete
And he will be
players
badly missed,
you can
once
find
he
in world
part ways.
football.
Absolutely, and he will be missed, once he part ways with this France national team. I mean, the moment he brought, Mikel Olise in the middle channel from the wing and shifted Dembele to the right wing position, the game totally changed. I mean, in the first half, France performance was so poor. I mean, Kylian Mbappe, he missed
Mm.
two or three close chances. Uh, I mean, their attacking quartet of Mbappe, Dembele, then desired duo, and also Mikel Olise. They never looked like, I mean, they are gelling well in front, but in the second half, totally changed the game entirely for France. And again, Shomnath, Kylian Mbappe, you should never judge players like Kylian Mbappe or Lionel Messi or Ronaldo too early, in a World Cup, because Mbappe had to face a lot of criticism from the Real Madrid fans after Real Madrid, ended without any trophy in the last two seasons. We have seen, more than I think 3 million fans signed a petition to remove Kylian Mbappe from the team. But again, we should never judge players like Mbappe too early in a World Cup.
Yeah, obviously, club football is completely different from national football. But if one single player has the caliber to get to Messi, the kind of form Messi is in, I think that will obviously be Kylian Mbappe, and we have seen that in 2022 World Cup final. I mean, and that's what makes France the most dangerous side in this World Cup. If we talk about the whole France and Senegal match, from for 60 minutes, for 65 minutes, it was nil-nil, and we all were seeing a pretty boring match. But again, France, turned the tide within just minutes, within few substitution, and that's why France are such a dangerous team. Not only in their first 11, their players they have in their bench. Uh, Obviously, for example, players like Barcola, Olise coming in the pitch lately, and it was all Mikel Olise in last night's match. But obviously, if you talk about Kylian Mbappe, you can't rule him out. Obviously, first he was missing two, three easy chances, very unlike Kylian Mbappe. But I mean, the third goal was a testament to his skill and how dangerous he is. Obviously, and he can turn any match within minutes. And we have all we honestly we all have thought that the match will end 2-1, Senegal scoring the last goal of the match. But out of nowhere, the way Kylian Mbappe scored that goal, I think it was a kind of a muscle show that he wants to give a statement that I am still here, and obviously it makes France a very dangerous side. A team having a player like Kylian Mbappe who has already tasted blood in the first match. Obviously, the kind of form Mikel Olise is in, he's playing not bad. He's a pretty good player. And obviously, against Senegal, France missed a lot of chances. Otherwise, the scoreline could have been 6 goals, 7 goals. But obviously, France is playing like France, and it will be interesting. Till now in this World Cup, the last two finalists in the last World Cup are in red hot form. But obviously, let's see what happens in the latest stages of this tournament.
Absolutely, and when it comes to World Cup, players like Kylian Mbappe, they are of different league. Though Kylian Mbappe are grabbing the headline, but I think Mikel Olise also deserve equal credit, especially for his assist to Kylian Mbappe's first goal. I mean, it shows that the kind of quality he possesses actually, the way he found Kylian Mbappe inside the box with that precise pass. I mean, Mikel Olise actually he started the World Cup exactly from where he ended, with Bayern Munich, in USL or Bundesliga, top notch. I mean, this France team is capable of doing something extraordinary again at this World Cup for sure. Obviously, now the debate is Lionel Messi already delivered a magical hat trick, so now it's time for CR7 because I don't see Portugal facing a difficult challenge against dear Congo. I mean, God knows if Congo pulls up something like Cape Verde, you never know. But we'll come to that later. But before that, Rohanda, another controversy, and regarding this Iran team. I mean, after their game against New Zealand, their captain Mehdi Taremi, made a controversial comment that they are, facing really a challenging thing because they have to, travel back to Mexico within 1 hour of their game, and also one of their player again now have to reply for his visa. So your thoughts on this?
Well, absolutely. These are tough situations and unfortunate situations to be in because you are a player and you are a top athlete playing the World Cup. You have qualified for the World Cup on merit. By the way, these are visuals from the MetLife Stadium sent to us by Duralde, our representative there, before the France versus Senegal game. These are beautiful visuals to watch. But I was saying that these political situations, these are political unrest that should not affect any game. I was seeing a video that uh, a lady from Iran, she stays in USA, and she was giving a bite to a journalist that she wasn't being allowed to take the Iranian flag into the stadium, which was stopped by the police. The only thing was that the flag that she was trying to take into the stadium is the flag that was before the Islamic Republic happened. So that flag that the protest is happening. So that she was stopped from taking that flag to the stadium because that is not the official flag as of now. So all these are complex political situations that should not affect the players and the game. And I really hope that this does not escalate further, and the players face no difficulties, and they don't have to think about anything else other than playing the matches, because there we have seen so many visa issues. The referee being sent back,
Referee.
not getting a referee being sent back, not getting a visa. He received a hero's reception when he went back to his country. Uh, and we also saw Thomas Partey. Though Thomas Partey had a serious allegation against him that actually stopped
Yeah.
his visa, but still, these are difficult situations when it comes to Iran, and we hope that this does not escalate much. If Iran finishes second in the group and USA finishes second in their group, it will be Iran versus USA, and that match will decide the fate of the entire political scenario that is going on. But jokes apart, but these are tough situations which should not affect the course of the game, I would say, Rahul.
Absolutely. I mean, these are players who will be who are taking part in this World Cup. Even same as the support staff and also fans. I mean, they should be treated differently. I mean, they are not regular citizens or they are not fans. So I think they deserve better treatment. Actually, I mean, I'm really feeling for the Iran team. I mean, within the the final whistle of the match, they have to leave USA within just 1 hour. I know the flight journey is around 1 hour. I think 1 hour or one and a half an hour. But still, I mean, their captain has commented, I mean their coaches have also commented that they're not getting proper recovery time. So that is really struggling for these
Of course, of
Iran
course.
team members. So it's really struggling for the Iran team members. But coming to our upcoming games, obviously is Portugal against DR Congo, and England will open the World Cup campaign against Croatia. I will talk about England later, but Shomnath, let's talk about Portugal. I mean, if you see 2014 World Cup or 2018, Portugal were the underdog, but they have come a long way from being underdog to being one of the contenders at this World Cup. So, what's your thoughts? I mean, what's your expectation from this Portugal team against dear Congo? I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo also at his 40. Do you see Ronaldo again, making a mark in the opening game of the World Cup?
Obviously, if we talk about Portugal, another favorites to win the World Cup, they are about to start their tournament against DR Congo, a much easier side as compared to Algeria and Senegal. But obviously, this Portugal side is completely different from the other two editions of the World Cup, previous two editions of the World Cup, because if we see in 2014, 2018, it was all about Cristiano Ronaldo. He was the main man, he was the strongest link in this Portugal lineup. And apart from Ronaldo, apart from Pepe, apart from Nani back in 2014, I think the whole team uh, were not enough in terms of quality and all
Not
to
that
win a World Cup.
formidable.
Yes, to win the World Cup, obviously, not a quality side back then. But now, I think the Portugal team has one of the best side backs in the world, one of the best midfielders in the world. Not one or two to three best midfielders in the world. They have a side back. They have a left back in the name of Nuno Mendes, who is arguably the best left wing back in the world right now. Obviously, this Portugal side is very different from the other uh, sides who participated in the World Cup in the past. But obviously, if you talk about the whole team, especially the Portuguese midfield is the strongest among all in this tournament. If we talk about players like Vitinha, if we talk about players like Joao Neves, if we talk about Bruno Fernandes, the all-time record top assist provider in Premier League history, I think obviously apart from that, Bernardo Silva, who has also joined Real Madrid in the couple of days. He will join Real Madrid in the couple of days. But apart from that, they have got, as I have said, they have got side backs in the name of Joao Cancelo, Nuno Mendes. In the defense, they have a solid defense, obviously. But the funny thing is that in this strong Portugal team, the only weak link they have is their main man, is their legend Cristiano Ronaldo. Not in a bad way, but obviously due to his age, due to his recent form. If we look at the match just before the World Cup, the friendly Portugal versus Nigeria, Cristiano Ronaldo was kind of in shambles. He was missing easy chances, and if we talk about prime Cristiano Ronaldo, he would have scored that goal 10 out of 10 times. But it's the big problem for Portugal now, because if Cristiano Ronaldo regains his form in the first match of the World Cup, I think that's a great sign for Portugal to say the least. But again, all will depend on Cristiano Ronaldo. But apart from that, Portugal has many goal scorers, and especially they have goal scoring midfielders, which is one of the strongest points in this Portugal team. But
Absolutely. They
obviously,
boast
uh,
one of the
being
strongest midfield in this tournament.
absolutely, and being one of the favorites, I hope Portugal will start their World Cup campaign like a favorite team, like a strong team. And against DR Congo, I don't think Congo will stand a chance against this Portugal team. But again, as we are seeing upsets every day, let's see what happens tonight.
It's simple for Portugal. I mean, they will create, innumerable chances. I mean, what Ronaldo will have to do just convert those chances and nothing else. In this Portugal team, I don't see any other striker better than Ronaldo. So it's simple for Ronaldo. He will get a lot of, chances, a lot of balls inside the box. He will just have to convert those chances. But as we will close our show, but we'll talk a bit about England as well. Rwanda, England, taking on Croatia, which make us remember of the 2018 semi-final, where actually, Croatia edged past England to qualify for the final. And then also they fell short in the final. But I guess this time, what do you see different in this England team? Also, do you think that England will also struggle a bit because of the extreme weather condition in US?
Before that, Rahul, today Messi made a record of playing the only male footballer to play the six World
200.
Cups. No,
Okay.
play. sixth World Cup, 200. Of course, Ronaldo will do it today, and
Yep.
Luka Modric will again do it for
Sixth
Croatia.
World Cup.
So sixth World Cup for these three legends of the game, and of course England. Of course, they have a good team. They every time they have a good team, they're seeing that it's coming home, but it never comes home. Let's hope that they do well. But I don't see England. If they England go through to the semi-final and final, I would be happy. But every time they have a good team, they kind of bottle up. That team that we saw during the under 17 World Cup here in India, the final that we saw in Kolkata, though that was a side that had Phil Foden and all. But
True.
in this senior team, they do have a good team, but uh, Croatia England will be a what to say a
Blockbuster clash.
blockbuster clash and even clash, not a one-sided clash. But how far England will go through, we have to see. But I don't see them actually going through and winning the World Cup. But if that happens, if I'm proven wrong, I'd be happy.
Absolutely. There already been a lot of talks, regarding Thomas Tuchel's squad selection. I mean, he has left out Harry Maguire, he has left out Trent
Hmm.
Alexander-Arnold. So, if by any chance, if
Harry Maguire
England.
is now enjoying holiday.
Absolutely. I mean, if England could meet their expectation, obviously Tuchel will have to face us, severe criticism for sure. But hopefully this time it comes home for England, because they have been waiting for this trophy since a long time. They have got that squad. Tuchel has selected a physically superior side. Hopefully he has his plan. So let's see how England fare in this World Cup. So that's it for now. That's it for now. Another two games to watch out for. Obviously, Croatia, England, and Portugal, Congo. And as we draw close to the first round of the World Cup, hopefully the second and the third round will, offer equal dramatic matches. So obviously we will keep our eye on those games, but you guys also stay tuned to Rep Sport for more such shows and more such content from US, as well as our reporter Dulal, then our photographer Geetika Talukdar will keep sending us more visuals for you guys. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to Rep Sports. See you in our next show.